Hey, you guys, and welcome to the Lofi Network. Pisces Soul Tribe. I want to get into some general messages for you. And of course, anything you need from me can be found down below in the description box. Divine, what is the truth wanting to reveal? So we have the Two of Wands. What else, Divine? And we have the Judgment. I feel like a judgment call that you made remains consistent. Two of Wands, especially, yeah. Someone could possibly feel like you are judging them harshly, and you definitely yourself have moved forward from a space. I feel like this is also something with the Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck that was divinely orchestrated in collaboration with the Judgment and the Two of Wands. I feel like you were called to move forward. You were called to do something very specific. I feel like there were many different things that you also had to let go in order to arrive to this space of awakening, this new chapter, this new beginning in your life. And I feel like that's what the truth is trying to reveal. The truth is that after many different instances in your life, after many different experiences in your life, you are now right where you belong. Divine, what else? We have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like at this moment you are not collaborating with anyone. I feel like you are not receptive to any offers, and I feel like this is not out of spite or malice. I feel like this is out of boundaries. I feel like you made very clear to a group of individuals, maybe even one, just solely one person, that you don't want anything to do with them. I feel like you are letting go of these collaborations in order to become yourself, because there was something very toxic about being in these environments. I feel like in these environments there was a lot of judgment. I feel like there was a lot of comparison and competing here as well. I feel like people were put up against each other, or there were collaborations that were put up against you to make you feel some type of way, in order to discourage you, in order to make you feel like you're not so big. All of those different things for many different reasons, and most times they're just mean girls or guys. What else, Divine? We have the Three of Cups. Yes. I feel like these were groups of individuals who got together and they made fun of you. But I feel like the fun is over with the Death at the bottom of the deck. I feel like a judgment call is definitely being made here. And I feel like with this judgment, someone is about to receive karma. I'm just saying, this is just the feeling that I have. I don't know what their karma is going to be, but I do feel like there is a justice here. And we'll clarify that in a minute with another deck, because there is a justice here. There is some form of truth that is literally being expressed here. And I feel like adversely, if there were groups of individuals that did gang up on you, it was unfair. That's unfair alone. And let's not even talk about the things that were discussed and the things that were said about you, about maybe the things that you were pursuing, the things in your life, because these are the type of individuals who would say things like you lack stability. And they would say that you lack stability because you don't make as much as they do. Never mind the fact that you are taking care of yourself and you're doing your own thing and all of those different things, or the different variables in between. Or there could be some truth to that. But at the same time, who are they to judge? Because there's this feeling of them experiencing something like this before, and they sought after a different path. I feel like you yourself are seeking out that different path, but that path is not the typical. This is a road less traveled. This is a different thing. I feel like you're going to be the creator of something. You're the blueprint here in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Divine, concerning these third parties, what is the message with the Three of Cups in reverse? With Three of Cups and Three of Pentacles in reverse, we have the Seven of Cups. I feel like these were people who were casting illusions. I feel like you saw through these things, because I'm just getting a sense of someone who has high priestess like qualities, hierophant like qualities. You rest in a plane that these people don't. I feel like you also in some way play poker face. I feel like there was a lot that you were aware of. I feel like there was a lot that you knew. I feel like your intuition, even though you really didn't know much about intuition back then, but something was letting you know that there was conversation. Because you all you would simply say is like, I feel like these people talking like me, talking about you. That's your intuition. You know, your intuition was letting you know that something is going on behind the scenes. Just to pay attention. Some things are not worth being expressed. Some things don't have to be said because honestly, the silent killer is going about your way, going about your business while acting like everything is cool, but you know the truth. And I feel like later on, maybe the truth will be expressed, but you do have individuals here who were casting illusions, acting like possibly they were your friend. And I say the Hierophant is at the bottom of the deck. So yes, you're definitely some form of spiritualist, or you believe in other added practices, because you yourself could be a practicing Christian. But I feel like you also believe in many other things here as well. Definitely a multifaceted individual, especially if multiple individuals feel like they have to gang up on you. That says a lot about who you are as an individual as well. Your strength, your power, your tenacity, your will, your courage, your talents, your skills. Divine, few more messages here. Because what's the point with the Seven of Cups? Yeah, so the Knight of Wands. And tell me about the Knight of Wands, Divine. With the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like there were many different people who saw the potential in what you wanted to do with this Knight of Wands, because this Knight of Wands is giving me a person of action right now, a risk taker. I feel like there were many different things that you weren't afraid of, and I feel like there were people trying to cast illusions on your dreams, those things that you wanted to do, because I feel like you were a creative individual, especially being a Pisces. Pisces just let you all rest in the land of creativity. And in some way, even if you don't do it publicly, you are a creator. I feel like there was a creative amongst a group of people who didn't have the capability to create. I feel like everybody's a creator, but these people just don't. I feel like with what you wanted to do with this Nine of Pentacles, there was something about here. This is your self-independence. You remember that thing, how people were judging you based off your finances? I feel like something that you're getting ready to do, because I feel like you're taking action on this now. I feel like something that you're getting ready to do is going to put you in a very good place with this Nine of Pentacles, a place of independence, a place where you're able to take care of yourself, something that you did by yourself. With willpower, with strength, and many different variables in between. But your journey was very significant. There was something that you were supposed to see about these individuals. Divine, tell me about Ten of Pentacles. So 9 and 10. So 10 of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck, a legacy, something worthwhile. I feel like you had the capability to create something that could feed many. Something that could help many. I feel like this is also about generational, because eventually I do feel like you will become, with the Ten of Pentacles, there's some family dynamic that could be created from this as well. But I feel like people were intimidated by this. Like, you saw a dream and a goal, and I feel like you started to take steps toward this, and I feel like people discouraged you. Divine, tell me about the Seven of Cups here. What was the illusion? With the Nine of Wands, people wanted to discourage you. Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, people wanted to discourage you. People wanted to overburden you. Make it seem like something that you were doing would be a lot of work, that you wouldn't be able to handle it. Yeah. With the Tower, people were causing mess, drama, I do. In this particular moment, this Tower, even though this still feels like a God-led kind of thing, I feel like this is something that was designed to happen, something meant to trigger you to move and elevate into a higher version of yourself, so that you will continue to grow. Because I feel like in some ways, a lot of you all are becoming addicted to yourselves, and I mean that in the most positive, reassuring way, because I feel like you should be addicted to yourself. If you don't big up yourself, who else will? I feel like before people else are expected to see the potential in you, you have to first see that as well. But I feel like in this particular manner, somebody tried to overburden you, make it seem like something that you were doing You wouldn't be able to grow from this. You wouldn't be able to expand for this. They tried to create problems that really didn't exist with the Seven of Cups. This didn't exist. Nine of Wands here, Divine, with the Seven of Cups. We have the Four of Swords. People wanted you to go lay down. They wanted you to go lay down. They wanted you to take a rest, okay? They wanted you to chill out, you know, because you were doing too much, okay? You were trying to stand out, and one doesn't do that amongst this group. Why are you trying to stand out? We know who the standout character here is. Everyone has their place, but there's something about you never fitting in there. You never really truly did fit in. I feel like even if you were amongst a group of people, there was something about you that got people's attention. You know, who is this person that's sitting off to the side, minding their business? They don't act like the other ones do. I want to know about this other individual, but it seems like they are just set off apart from everything, doing their own thing, so I'm not going to bother them. So I feel like people wanted you to go lay down. Your energy was too much. Okay, you were causing problems. Divine, this Four of Swords, lastly here. With the King of Swords, like they didn't want you to speak. Some of you all could be singers here. Okay, your voice could be very significant here. But I feel like in whatever way this is, I feel like they awaken some form of beast with this King of Swords. See, even the Knight of Swords. I feel like you began to fight back in your own way, but I feel like you chose silence. You're a silent, you know, silent assassin. Yeah. They did. Because Divine, tell me also about this Knight of Wands. Tell me about the Knight of Wands. With the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, you took action on what they were discussing, what they were talking about. I feel like you wanted to change the nature of your financial situation with this Five of Pentacles. I feel like you had enough. You know, some of you all stories will be different, but just take the message as it resonates. I feel like you had enough, you know, because this is the narrative that I'm picking up on. You had enough. You were doing the necessary things that you needed to do. I feel like behind the scenes, you were taking actions in the way you felt like you needed to take actions. I feel like you had minor steps and you had minor, you know, shall we say, promotions, you know, minor milestones for yourself where you got another job, you got a promotion, and you know, you felt like you began in a plateau after a few years, and then you moved on to another situation and you got another increase. I feel like you started to make silent steps. You know, I feel like you are a silent assassin. You do things behind the scenes. You did do things that you feel are necessary. And I feel like with this Five of Pentacles, this is something that you began to attack. You began to attack your stability. That word is twisting me up today. Divine, tell me. With the Five of Wands, you began to fight back. Yes, you did. The very thing that people made a joke of, the thing that people tried to stop, the thing that they tried to find conflict with, you fought back. And I feel like you won. With the Seven of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck, I feel like you won. I feel like you began to invest in those things because I feel like you knew where the money resides. I feel like you really truly started to go after some form of independence because I feel like you want to be set free from many different things, because like this one thing will hone in on many different things. Divine, tell me about the Nine of Pentacles here. With the Three of Wands, it did flip out in reverse, but I'm gonna see. Divine, Nine of Pentacles, Three of Wands. Justice. It is the Justice. I feel like you have something coming back to you with the Justice. I feel like something no longer is on hold. I feel like you took the necessary actions. I feel like you took the necessary steps in order to see something through. And I feel like you are going to get exactly what you want in due time if you haven't gotten it already. Divine, can you tell me specifically about the Justice here? We have the Page of Swords. I feel like this is something that people are going to have to see. And And tell me about the Page of Swords, because there's something that people are going to learn and find out here as well. With the Queen of Wands, I feel like right now. So check this out. I feel like right now you're looking very good. We even have the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Okay. I feel like you're looking very good at this moment. A lot about you, not just your physical attraction with this Queen of Wands. The things that you're going after, the things that you're creating, the things that you're manifesting, people are going to see the fruits of your labor out in public display. I feel like this is going to be done to make an example out of people. And sometimes that is enough karma. That is the karma. The karma is you're doing exactly what you said you would do. It's not about the money. It's not about where it places you and puts you. It's not about your reputation. It's about you actually being in a space to do something that you love, something that you felt called to do, something that you felt directed to do, something you felt guided to do. And I feel like the very people who made fun of you are now going to be laughing to themselves, because they're going to be saying, damn, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have treated such and such like that. And they're going to laugh, because they're really going to truly realize that they missed out on something really great. Yeah. Divine, what is the Justice? We have the Page of Wands. And Divine, tell me about the Page of Wands. With the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like there's something that you're about to discover. Okay. I feel like this could possibly be geared towards work, but I feel like it's more so involving yourself with the Page of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles, because this is definitely something that it's something about planning, and then it's also something relative to a particular work environment. Divine, tell me about the Page of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Emperor. So this is definitely concerning something about work. I feel like you could possibly be moving into a leadership position. We were talking about promotions. Interesting. I feel like you could be moving into a leadership position. This could be you creating a company, or this could be you moving ahead in an organization. With the Emperor here. Divine, tell me about the Emperor specifically. Yeah, with the World. This could be the start of you moving into a leadership position. Something coming full circle for you as well, because I feel like you could have been working for an organization for quite a while with the Page, Knight, and then to the Emperor, even though we're skipping over Queens and Kings. But I feel like you could have been working with an organization for a while, even as young as you being like a teenager. I feel like you could have been with the same organization, and with you being with this organization for so many different years, with all of the changes and all of that, you could have been the last one standing. And I feel like with you being the last one standing, you gain a lot of experience in this particular environment. And I feel like there is some promotion, you being put into a strong leadership position that is going to be very significant for you. Divine, what can you tell me about the World here? With the Ten of Wands, yeah, I feel like you have the capability to handle many different things. I feel like you're about to be responsible, for many different things, many different actions, many different plans, many different strategies. I'm definitely also seeing some sort of corporate environment when you think of offices and meetings and board meetings and things of that nature. So this is definitely something about a major position. Divine, is there anything else here concerning this Emperor? We have the Nine of Swords. And tell me about the Nine of Swords concerning the Emperor in this particular aspect as well. Okay, with the King of Pentacles. And give me one more for the Nine of Swords and King of Pentacles concerning the Emperor. Seven of Wands. Okay. So I feel like also concerning this emperor, there's somebody here that is possibly stressed out in some manner, concerned that you and them won't get along. This is someone who is very guarded at this particular moment. I feel like this is somebody who also worked in collaboration with you. And I also feel like this is possibly somebody who is keeping some hidden emotion from you, possibly about being shaded from not getting the promotion. There's something here also about you going up, and this doesn't even have to be about a promotion. You could possibly have been going about the same position as someone else that worked within the organization. I feel like you and this individual are or were cool. And I say were cool because I feel like now somebody is hiding the fact that because you got the position, if this message resonates, because you got the position, they're going to start acting weird. Because this is somebody who also is going to have to report to you. Okay. Divine Seven of Wands concerning this King of Pentacles, because this King of Pentacles has high ranking position as well. But with this Emperor, you supersede. King of Pentacles, Divine. Tell me about the King of Pentacles. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. This is somebody who is going to have to report to you. I'm not kidding. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, this is somebody who is going to have to report to you. With the Two of Cups. With the Two of Cups. This could be somebody who is a literal partner to you or a report to you. But whether they're a partner to you or report to you, you're still higher ranking than them. This is someone who don't know. They don't know, man. Page of Pentacles, Divine. This is somebody who definitely reports to you with the Sun. But I feel like they're going to come to find out that it could be a good collaboration. I feel like this person just needs to chill. But I also feel like this is somebody who is also about to reveal a message to you as well. I feel like they're coming with their own message as well with this Page of Pentacles and the Sun. They're about to reveal something to you, possibly something that they've been hiding back with the Seven of Wands here. Divine, what are they about to reveal with the Sun here? Four of Pentacles. Yeah, they definitely been holding something back. I'm feeling like right now, I feel like it's being blocked. Because I feel like they don't want to know. But this is definitely something that someone has possibly even been holding on to. Because let's say you've been in this position for a minute, as long as a month. Okay. I feel like this is somebody who now, after a month, is about to express something that they've been holding back from you, that they've been, blocking with this Seven of Wands. They're about to reveal something to you. Divine, the Sun, the Four of Pentacles. Can you reveal anything? Four of Pentacles. What have they been holding on to? With the Ten of Cups. That's interesting. Ten of Cups, Divine. That took a weird turn. I'm actually pleasantly surprised. Ten of Cups. Yeah, Five of Swords. This is someone who is no longer holding up any blockages. I feel like after, and this, see, I like readings like this. I feel like this is somebody, because this is normal. So normal apprehensions with being, reporting to someone new. Even though this is someone who possibly even knows you, the fact that they're reporting directly to you now means that they're going to be in direct interaction with you every single day on a more intimate level, not intimately, but a more intimate level, more consistent, for prolonged periods of time even as well. But I feel like this is somebody who is realizing that they do need to chill, and not chill in an aggressive way, release their apprehensions, because they're coming to realize that you are a good partner. Just like I said earlier, you are a good partner with the Ten of Cups and the Five of Swords. They come in peace. They're not resisting anything. I feel like there is a form of truce here. Nobody is competing with you. There are no conflicts. There are no problems. Divine. So Seven of Wands. Is this relevant? Seven of Wands. The Empress. Yes. This is somebody who is realizing that they work well with you. Empress. The Emperor. I feel like somebody also has Okay, so I'm gonna clarify this 10 of cups because I feel like this is moving into a different direction now that this Empress has shown up. I was expecting like a positive, a positive major or a queen. I wasn't expecting the Empress. This is really taking me for a loop as well, because this is like literally connecting in so many dots. Because like I feel like what I'm feeling like now is there's a hidden message here, and I feel like what is really being held back is I feel like somebody in some way is going to grow quite fond of you, and this could actually turn into one of those experiences where you meet your partner in your work environment and it's not conflictual. Or if it does become conflictual, they move into a different space or they leave this job all of a sudden because they feel like it's worth it. Divine, can you tell me anything about the Empress and Emperor in correlation? How do they connect? Is there a hidden message here? We have the Hierophant. That's crazy. So the Emperor, yes. So I feel like it's just like I said. I feel like surprise, somebody is about to meet a workplace partner. Divine relevance in the Hierophant. This definitely feels like a higher level of commitment here. We have the Four of Swords. Interesting. And then we have the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. Wow. Okay, so check this out. I feel like you all, this is crazy. There's a connection here. I don't know when this is going to happen. I don't know who this is going to happen for, but there's going to be a surprise factor to you connecting within a workplace environment, because it seems like the grand scheme of things, the larger picture here is somebody is going to meet someone that not only they match and mesh well physically, you mesh and match well in the spiritual as well, with the High Priestess and the Hierophant now showing themselves here as well. And even in this particular connection, we have 2, 3, 4, and 5. 2 being the High Priestess, 3 being the Empress, 4 being the Emperor, and 5 being the Hierophant. It's like all things are really truly connecting. All things are truly connecting for you. And I feel like that is the justice. The justice is focusing on you and not the karma, because the karma is the lessons learned. What is the justice? The justice is all things centrally for you are going to all connect. They're all for you going to make sense. Even in spaces that didn't make sense to you previously, they are going to make sense because everything for you seems to be in order. Okay? Pisces Soul Tribe, that was your reading. Hopefully this message resonates with you in some way, shape, form, or fashion, and you're able to take something from it that you could use. Of course, if there's anything you need from me, you can find those details down below in the description box. And as always, my good people, remember to conquer this day and see you in the network. Bye, guys.